Welcome to the podcast. It's Mr. Ish. We're here at Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club, Kildare Clubhouse, season number 9. A nice Tuesday afternoon after a holiday, Columbus Day yesterday, or Indigenous People's Day. I don't celebrate either one, so to me it was just a day off. But today we're going to jump into doing our podcast again, and let's see what good topics we can come up with. We'll start off on my left.
Hi, I'm Davina, and I'm 10 years old.
Welcome, Davina.
What up? My name's Brandon. I'm 10 years old.
Welcome, Brandon.
Hi, my name is Dayani, and I'm 10 years old.
Welcome. Today we should have a good topic. We should talk about this more and more. Who wants to say the topic today? Go ahead. Anybody.
The topic is, how much time do you think you should have on the device, or how much is too much time for you on the device?
Okay, we're talking about internet. We're talking about your laptop, your phone, your iPad, whatever it may, or even your gaming device, because some people have all these gaming devices. All right, Davina, what do you think is how much time do you normally on a regular day? Let's say today's Tuesday. You woke up this morning, you got on your iPad?
No.
You was on your phone?
When I wake up, I usually get dressed, brush my teeth, and eat breakfast.
You don't get on no device in the morning?
No.
Okay, all right.
I only check for the time.
Okay. On a regular day, how many minutes, hours do you think you get on device for?
Well, I spend my phone on like 4 hours because I think that too much internet can mess up your brain and teach
If you don't use it in the morning, you go to school, then you come to after school. When do you have 4 hours to use it daily on your device? You're getting home at 6 o'clock. There's no way that from 6 to 10 you on a device.
I do.
Okay, well, worry about that when I'm talking to you. I'm talking to Davina right now. So you mean to tell me that the minute you walk out of here, you're on your device
No.
until you go to bed?
No.
So what's your average time?
When I get home, I take a shower, and then if
Do you
I
do any
have,
homework?
Yeah, because I don't be finishing my homework. So when I'm done with my homework, but I go to bed at 8:30. So when I'm done with my homework, I usually spend the rest of the time on my phone.
Okay, so let's say you get home at 6:30. You eat, you take a shower. Let's say that's 7. So for an hour and a half, you're on your device.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get to. Next, sir, what do you think? What's your average time? How do you start your day on your devices?
So like a first day or like a whole week?
I'm talking about right now, today. You woke up this morning.
It says 44 minutes.
Okay, you woke up this morning. What did you do? Did you get on any device?
I woke up at 5 a.m. and I went to my grandma's house, and then I played the game on the PlayStation.
So you got on a device?
Yeah.
Okay, for how long? About. It's not science.
Oh, wait, no.
An hour, 40 minutes, 20 minutes. I just turned it on.
No. I made a mistake. I forgot. I woke up at 7 today because my dad doesn't have work today. I forgot. Hold up. Sorry.
Okay, today's Tuesday. You
I
woke
woke
up.
up at 7, and I wanted to watch YouTube, but I don't have YouTube because I don't have a limit. So there's anything I couldn't watch. So 0 minutes, kind of 0.
Why you tapping on the desk?
Sorry.
So you didn't get on any device at all today?
I mean, to check the time, or like when I wanted to text my dad.
Okay, now what is your average time per day you think you're on a device? Because you go to school, you're not on the device. You come over here, you're not on the device. Now you go back home
4 hours,
about 6 o'clock.
4 hours and like 35 minutes.
So what time do you go to bed?
My dad wants me to go to bed at 7 or 8, but I'll be up.
Okay, so you mean to tell me from the minute you
At 10 o'clock, my phone shuts down.
the minute you leave here until the time you go to bed, which is basically 4 hours, you are on the internet for 4 hours.
Yep, because when I leave, sometimes I watch inside the car.
Okay.
And the car's a 15-minute ride.
Okay, well that's 15 minutes. That's
But
not
the
an
thing
hour.
is, I leave at 4 sometimes, so that's the thing. I mean, like at 5 sometimes.
All right. So you say you average 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
How many hours do you average reading a book? That's what I thought.
Wait, I have a
Oh, I
time.
That's
think so.
exactly what I
I
thought.
have a
know.
time. I have a time.
I know.
What's your time?
It's 30 minutes per
you,
day.
You read a book 30 minutes a day?
Yeah.
I think.
So I can help
Does
with
it
my
count
reading.
if I do reading?
Is I ready? Is I ready? Yeah.
Okay. So that means 60 minutes, an hour. 'Cause 30 minutes on my reading on the book, and then 30 minutes on iReady. So today I do math.
Okay, so that means that
But you're not reading the
technically
math.
there's no way that you could be 4 hours on the internet if you're doing I ready for an hour.
I mean, as I'm.
It's very simple numbers. If you wake up at this time, you get out of here roughly about 6. You get home. It's only 4 hours before you go to bed.
Well, it says 4 hours and like 35 minutes on my phone, so I
Okay.
thought that was.
Mr. Ish.
Yeah.
Well, mine is kind of 50 because when I get home, I read a book for 20 minutes because that's my homework to do for reading.
Okay. All right. Last but not least, let's see what this young lady has to do. How many hours do you think you spend on the internet? Tell me how your day begins. What's the first time you touch a device?
So when I wake up in the morning, first I do my bed, then I go brush my teeth. Sometimes I brush my teeth first or
All right. I don't need to know all that stuff. I just need to know, when do you touch a device? When you're eating breakfast, do you take your iPad out? How do you start your day on any electronic device?
probably when I get out of Kids Bay.
Okay, so roughly about what time?
6.
All right, so 6 o'clock. You get on your device. You're walking home. You go home, about to have dinner. Uh, so how long do you think you stay on it? From the minute you walk out of here?
Probably
Talking to the microphone.
50 minutes.
All right, so about an hour. So roughly an hour. How much time do you spend reading a book?
40 minutes.
Okay, so you got an hour of internet, 40 minutes of reading a book, maybe another 40 minutes of eating,
I have a
and an
question.
hour to hang out. Yes.
So look, when you're on your phone and you're scrolling, right?
Mhm.
Does reading the comments count?
Of course.
Oh,
As soon as you go on to Facebook, Twitter, whatever account it is,
Don't do
you
that.
are basically on the internet.
Oh.
So
80
you're on the
minutes.
internet.
80 minutes then.
Well, I shut you off because you were making too many noises.
80 minutes then.
80 minutes, so that's an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, because sometimes I read the comments because I don't understand it, and I read the comments to see what is it talking about, and it's like a long story of what happened.
All right, so do you think that the amount of time that you spend on the internet is too little or just about right? I just need an answer.
Mid.
Just about right.
Just about right? What do you think?
This just about right.
Okay.
And
And
you
what?
shouldn't have Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. You shouldn't have any social media because because sometimes it puts inappropriate stuff and stuff that you won't understand because adults use that.
At your age, you should all be watching YouTube Kids,
Yes, that's what I
not
watch.
regular YouTube. There should be no reason why you're on regular YouTube doing anything. You should be watching YouTube Kids, where they got little things and experiments and basically stuff for your age group.
Yes.
But a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people put, or even the parents. This is the parents' fault also. In order to open up the account, they just put, oh yeah, she's 14, she's 16, just so that you could have a regular account.
Sometimes.
And then people take advantage of that.
Sometimes.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sometimes, my dad only lets me do stuff to age 12, age 12 to under. So read the age, guys. And if it says the age you are, that means you can use
Yeah,
it.
I think 12 and under is fair. You guys are 10 years old. You're double digits. It's subject matter that should be acceptable to that age group. I know that.
The thing is, TikTok and YouTube is 12.
Well,
Not watch it.
I don't have either one.
well, I think you shouldn't have like any social media that involves that parents have and adults have, because then it could show you stuff like inappropriate, and I do not agree with having social media with people older than me that have it.
That's very true. I'm glad that you think that way. Not all kids think that way, but I'm glad you think that way. Another thing that you should probably do is try to balance out your life. I remember for my son, because he's a little older and it was a little different era. In order for him to have an hour of playing video games, he had to read a book for an hour. It was one for one. If he wants to spend on the weekends, it's different. On the weekends, he could play video games, he could do all that stuff. But on the weekdays, if he read a book for an hour, I let him play for an hour. But it was very hard on the weekdays for him to do that because he had so much homework, and and chores to do and stuff like that. So that was pretty difficult. But on the weekends, he made up for it. But either which way, so let's say for you the average, you're figuring September, October, November, December, January, February, May, June. So you're figuring maybe you read 10 books a year. You're reading chapter books, so you read 10 books a year. What do you
Yeah.
think? What do you think is your count?
My what?
Your count. How many books you think you read a year? When I'm asking her the question, I'm gonna ask you the same question. You should be thinking. How many books do you think you read a week or a month?
Like a month. I was about to say my dad be feeding me to read books. So it's like, I say 100 because some.
All right, you're exaggerating.
feed
No,
me.
no,
I'm
because
not
no,
even-
the books I read is B. The books I read is B.
cutting
My
you-
dad
I'm cutting
doesn't
you
know.
off. How
The
many
books
books do
I
you
read
think?
is a
How many
B.
books do you think you're reading?
Crazy.
Probably like 20.
20 in a month? That's a lot of books.
You're not reading chapter books. No, you're not. You're not reading chapter books.
Okay.
Because on an age of a fifth grade level, you should be reading chapter books that have more than 130 pages.
Okay.
Are you reading chapter books? That's a lot. 20 is a lot. I ain't gonna lie. 20 is a lot.
I'm gonna say the
20,
truth.
20 means to me means that you're reading a book almost a day,
Yeah.
because there's 5 days in a week, right? And then there's four weeks in a month.
There's
So
7
that's-
days in a week.
No, 5 days of school.
My
So 5 days of school a week, right? And there's
Yeah.
4 weeks. So 5 times 4 is 20. So if she reads a book a day, then you're reading 20 a month. Not that it's impossible, but do you really think you're reading a book a day? Hold on a second. You need to talk to the microphone.
Probably like a week.
Okay, so now we're going down to 4 books a month. 4 books a month is different. You're reading 1 book a month. You're reading 4 books a month. This guy said he read 100 books.
He's
The
feeding.
truth is, I'm on like a level R. So actually, the books I read is 3 because they're chapter books.
So there's no way you read 100 books in a month.
I was joking. I'm sorry.
I'm not joking. I'm trying to get answers from you.
There's 3 books.
All right, so you're 3 books. So she's at 1, you're at 3, you're at 4. That seems to be okay. So the reason why I asked you this is because, and you're all in regular school, right? You're not in charter schools.
If I'm going,
The only reason I asked you if you're in a charter school,
No.
because it's very different in charter school.
charter schools are like you
Charter
have to
school.
wear uniforms, you have to read a lot of books, you have
Yeah.
to wear the same thing.
Yeah, charter school. If you were to be in a charter school, the amount of books that you read right now, you'll go crazy. Because they usually read. I don't know. I know when my son went to high school.
Didn't your
When
son
he-
went to charter school?
Yeah, he went to charter school too, in middle school and high school. But I know that at the end when he was a senior, he probably read about, I don't know, like 120 something books in his senior year.
Is charter school bad? Like, do
No,
they
it's
teach
it's
you
not.
lessons?
It's not
They
bad.
teach you a lot.
They teach you a lot. So, but they do make it fun, but it is a lot of learning. And when people are not used to a lot of learning, it could really get you upset, and you could be like, oh, I don't like this school and this and that. But if you fall into the plan and you buy what they're trying to do, you get a lot out of it. You
So,
do get a lot of it.
so like, is charter school for like teaching you lessons? But I'm not like saying lessons. But I'm saying like when you do something bad.
Oh,
Um,
they put you to the detention.
well, they do detention a lot. They also do a lot of discipline. So if they give you the rules and you know the rules and you don't abide the rules, it's a lot like here. If you hit somebody, you're getting suspended.
Wait, I got a
You
question
know,
for charter school.
it's really hard.
Let's say you're not wearing the uniform and you're just wearing your regular clothes, like your pajama clothes. What's gonna happen?
Your parents will probably have to come pick you up. I
What?
don't think they even let you in the school. Depending what school. My son's school would not let you in the school.
How many books does your daughter read?
My little one reads a lot.
What
She-
about Liana?
Liana doesn't read as much as her. Liana's 11. But Liana probably, like you guys, maybe reads a book a month. Isabella reads a lot.
Yeah, because they're
Yeah.
Isabella, she's at a
What's her
high,
level?
she's at a high reading level. She's in second grade, but she reads fifth grade reading level. So she's already reading chapter books and all that stuff. But she could finish a chapter book in a day or two.
That's
like
nice.
like 147 pages. She knocks that out.
What grade is she in?
She's in second.
Wow.
So
Girl,
while you
I was only reading 5 pages in second grade.
while you guys were having a nice summer, she was going on Saturdays to a reading camp
Ooh.
in Lincoln Center just to read books.
Well, in the summer I was in Kids Bay.
I know she was in Kips Bay too.
Oh yeah.
But on Saturdays she used
Oh,
to
on
go.
Saturdays.
She used to go to a reading camp and she had to read a book with them in the class and they go. They break the book down and all that stuff and she had homework. So that was every Saturday for her.
On the summer when the school was almost starting, like my mom like said that I needed to read books because like school was starting. I needed to learn more, and I was about to go to fourth grade.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem that we have with schooling is that most of the time,
I read
people
a lot.
people
so-
come in the summer and for 2 months you don't do anything that has to do with school. And then when you go back, you can be like, oh, I forgot how to do this. You get all upset because, I don't want to do this. So that's the problem with the
My
educational
class-
system here.
My class is very strict. Like my school is strict. Like we have to wear our uniforms now. And now for every day for school, we get homework. Like on the first day of school, I had to get homework.
Me too. Me too.
And we were learning lessons already, like mad fast.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, I think once school starts, you have to just get on it and
Second
try
day,
to get real quick.
Second day I didn't have.
And they also force us. Like we do not have a choice at all.
You don't have a
Sec-
choice for what?
Second
Of
day. Oh.
of like wearing our uniform. Like we have
Yeah.
to wear like blue pants and our PS306 shirt.
That's it. That's the way it should be.
Second day for me is like the second day we had it a test, so we didn't have homework that day because we had it a math. I had it like a little math test for me, like a little quiz.
Mhm.
For some reason, it's like the second day. I said why?
Just to see where you guys were at.
Oh yeah, my teacher is strict. One time, like someone accidentally like screamed that out because someone jump scared that person, and then they lost the whole 20 minutes of recess. And the person that made her get scared didn't even lose recess. They didn't even lose 5 minutes.
Sometimes
Not
that
even one.
happens.
Look. So my school, like they have a middle school inside of it. So my teacher, Miss Adams, like every day she says about the middle school and how they're doing, because if we're gonna go to that middle school, then she does stuff that the middle school do upstairs.
So she tries to give you a little bit of the lessons so you could kind of get familiar. with what's
Yeah,
going on
like we do
upstairs.
the 6th grade math and we do the 6th grade reading.
And what grade are
vocabulary.
you in? 4th?
I'm in 5th.
What about you? Are you ever thinking about going to charter school?
Yes.
Were you scared?
No.
Probably no, because
It's different. As a parent, I really liked it. I liked the involvement. I liked the teachers. I bought into it. So I was one of the parents that went to everything that happened. If it was a cheerleading squad and they were like, Mr. Rodriguez, you coming to, hang out with the cheerleaders? I'm like, all right, cool, I'll go. I
might go to charter school.
was at the football games. I was at the chess club.
That's
Like,
my dad.
I was in everything.
I might go to charter school because
Now I won't be able to do it, but when my son was younger, I had the time that I could do it. But he also went to Saturday school.
Oh.
So you didn't have an option. You had to go to
my
Saturday
sister,
school.
my sister, Genesis, right? She has to go to Saturday school like every day.
Yeah, that's what he had to do. Go to Saturday school all the time. It's
Um,
like a real job. He went in at 6:40 in the morning, and he got out of school at 4:30.
My sister is like about to pass the high school and going to college, and she
Good for
had gotta like get here at 5.
Yeah, it's tough.
Not early.
Well, that's the big difference. They teaching you. You there more longer, and it's a little more discipline.
Yes.
for
Us-
me, like if I
That's
go
what
to,
I like about school. Is discipline, and they're teaching us more stuff that we're learning from yesterday to today.
All right, we went from internet conversation to charter
Learning.
school. Hey, the learning is learning. We all learned about each other right
For
now.
me, if I go to charter school, I'm gonna go for that because I'm trying to be good at school and stuff.
That's good.
Yes,
But
I'm
one
trying.
thing about the Vices is you guys have to stop watching YouTube. Because I be seeing people on YouTube or like on YouTube searching up like a lot of stuff. Like how do you cheat and get your mom's credit card?
A
Yeah.
bad
You're the one
reference.
that's doing that.
No,
You've been
not
checking
for
that
real.
out.
That's
And
a-
like they
I like
search up,
YouTube is a bad idea.
they search up like dangerous stuff.
Yeah,
you
I know. Kid. I mean, I was a kid at one time. I know that if I had the internet, I'll be searching some crazy stuff like that too.
All of us,
As parents, you have to try to be aware as much as you can.
all of us, we need to start going to Brent's Club and learning more.
Thank you.
Shout
Thank
out to
you.
Brent's
Shout out to
Club.
Brent's Club. I hear you. But right now we gotta go. So
Okay.
Guys, one
We're
for
outta
y'all.
here.
Have a good day.
Bye. What's
Check,
up?
check, 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 check.
Check, check, check,
Shout
check,
out.
check, 1 2 1 2 check 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 check.
That was a nice podcast.